The following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome, Deadites, to part 3 of What If Dante was in MHA. School starts in about a week, and it's roughly 6 p.m. at the moment. Kotsky was extremely excited that she made the hero course, but it was a foregone conclusion that she would make it for the Walpurgis family, at least. Kotsky was currently climbing up to Dante's room. Not like she needed to, though. She had a key to the house and could literally just go to his door. But this is a good workout, and she's been doing this for years. However, a surprise lay in wait for Kotsky as she made the crescendo to Dante's window. As soon as she arrives at Dante's window, she is greeted with the sight of a head of blonde hair bobbing up and down, and seeing Dante sit in a chair. I don't think I need to paint you a brighter picture for that one. Hands made out of magic energy envelop Dante, and Patty opens the window. Might as well come in, Kotsky. The fun has just begun. Kotsky takes a look at Dante and blushes up a storm, then jumps out the window using her quirk to land safely. Never let it be said that I didn't offer. Now, where were we, honey? Kotsky wouldn't be able to look Dante in the eyes for a while after what she had seen. Bayonetta and John would often give her quizzical looks, but she would say nothing in response to those looks. The Walpurgis family were having breakfast together on the first day of school. Dante, are you excited for school? Jean asked. Well, who wouldn't be, Ma? It's UA. Dante had a good point at that. Bayonetta gingerly touches Dante's hand. You'll do great, Dante. Just don't overdo it, okay? And who knows, you might find a few surprises on the first day. As Dante hopped on Cavalier, Patty got on with him. Patty, what are you doing? You'll find out, Dante. Patty had a big old smile on her face. As our two lovebirds pulled up to the UA campus, Dante was expecting Patty to give him a kiss goodbye or something, but that thought was proven to be false. With a flick of her hair, Patty was wearing a UA uniform, just like Dante. Dante just stared in amazement. When did you... Patty had taken the recommendation exam in secret and passed with flying colors. The two of them are at the gate, but before we go through those doors, let's turn back the clock to when the acceptance letters were sent. All Might decided he'd hand one student their acceptance in person. Of course, to not cause a stir, he'd be in disguise. Now, of course, I'm sure you're thinking that All Might is like 7 feet tall and would stick out like a sore thumb, wouldn't he? You'd be correct normally, and that's why he has a magic talisman to make him look like a healthier version of his Small Might form. All Might was at the door, so... Look, whatever it is you're selling, I don't want it. Toshinori chuckles at Mitsuki's, assumption. Apologies, Miss Bakugo, but is Kotsky around? She's gonna want to hear. Toshinori removed the talisman. What I have to say to her. Mitsuki is no stranger to magic due to exposure to Dante, so she puts 2 and 2 together and rather quickly. Kotsky! Wake up, baby. You've got a visitor. Kotsky came out barely dressed, expecting Dante. She's been thinking about how she really feels about Dante, and she knows Patty's... Well, he and Patty are something, so maybe she can throw her hat in the ring. However, the recipient of this sight was not Dante. Well, damn. Dante, you are in for a wild ride when she gets her hands on you. At first, she was flustered, but she realized that this is All Might. He's seen women that appear to wear less than what she's currently wearing at the moment, so she just sits down on the table and doesn't care about her state of dress/undress. Before anyone goes there, Katsuki isn't quite doing it for Toshinori. Yes, he's a hot-blooded male and she is F-I-N-E, fine. But remember what I said about this occupation. He got over the initial shock, got a good look in, and then just went back to business. He was going to approach this like she was a child, but come on, have you seen this picture? So he treated her like the young woman she is. First manner of business, Miss Bakugo. You have been accepted into the primary hero course, and I shall be one of the teachers. I would like you to keep that under wraps for now. I think that is in safe hands, considering the knowledge you already possess, thanks to Dante. I was quite impressed by your behavior at the practical. While you could have gone by and focused solely on yourself and racked up easy points, you made it a point to help people in need of assistance, and I was quite impressed with that. Miss Mitsuki, may I have a moment alone with your daughter? I need to discuss national secrets with her. Mitsuki did a double take at the words national secrets.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I've gotta go get some groceries. I'll be back, Katsuki. Don't go cheating on Dante now.
Mom! Oh, All Might just coughed at that. Your mother is quite the character. Well, let's get to the discussion, shall we? Toshinori gives Katsuki the full story of All for One and One for All, so she knows what she's getting herself into. Katsuki was slightly at shock of the tale of All for One, but honored that All Might even considered her a possible successor for One for All. Then one thought came to her head.
Why not Dante? He'd be a better choice for this, wouldn't he? I mean, with his skills and power, he's a shining beacon for a new tomorrow, wouldn't he be?
All Might sighs. I've had a thought about that as well, but there is a massive problem with that. Do you know what that is, Miss Bakugo? Katsuki thought about it for a second. Dante has done a few jobs with All Might, so he probably knows, but just in case.
His lineage?
All Might nodded. Correct, Miss Bakugo. Dante isn't even human, so I don't think it would work for him. Well, with that confirmed that he knew the truth, did all teachers of 1A know? That would make so much sense, considering how well Dante gets along with them. She knew for a fact that President Mike knew the truth, but now All Might, her mind was officially blown.
So, this offer of yours, I still don't think I'm worthy, but if it lets me stay on the same stage as Dante, and help him fight demons and also be a hero to bring a brighter tomorrow, then I'm in. What do I need to do?
All Might smiles and plucks the hair. Say what you will, but Katsuki has had her quirk for almost her whole life, and she's been training with Dante for almost a decade, so her body would be ready to handle most of One for All. All Might would spend a month putting her through the ringer. The Japanese school system is so odd. It starts in April. Sorry, the American is done ranting. Now that we're back at the gates, Katsuki meets up with Dante and is surprised to see Patty in uniform.
What class?
Patty just smiles and walks in. When they go into 1A's room, Patty just sits at a desk with a regality that befits a student of Bayonetta and Jean. The other two did a slight double take, but at this point they weren't really that surprised. All three of them are early and Dante has his legs on his desk. I'm sure you know what's gonna happen. Tenya Ida notices Dante's lack of demeanor and calls him out. Hey, you should remove your feet from the desk. It's really against etiquette. Dante sighs and shoots Ida dead center in the head, causing him to fly back and hit the floor. Your first impression is that you have a massive stick up your ass. You'll never get a girlfriend if you don't learn how to live a little. To compliment Dante's statement, Kotsky and Patty grabbed on to opposite ends of his body. Thanks to Mike's introduction, everyone knew about Dante's quote-unquote quirk. So Tenya really should have expected that when he got in Dante's face. Now I'm sure you're wondering how much of One for All Kotsky can handle. She can handle about 50%, if that. That's quite impressive, considering she only had a month to get used to it. Which leaves the question of how grueling was the training that the Walpurgis family put her through. Toshinori would pretty much have a look of horror in his face when Kotsky decided to share stories of her training. But back to the point. Tenya got up and looked at Dante with indignation. Feeling froggy there? Then leap. Dante was done with this interaction and let out some of his bloodlust and shut Ida up on the spot. Even Kotsky and Patty were startled by it. They weren't expecting him to uncage the beast this early. But hey, he had to put Ida in his place. Dante looks to Patty and she gets the point. She casts a slight summoning and covers her ears. Dante and Kotsky do the same. Within seconds, the sound of nails on a chalkboard that I'm going to spare you guys the sound of be heard, and Aizawa is up, begrudgingly. Alright, I'm up. Get your gym uniforms on. We're doing a Quirk assessment test. And whoever comes in last is expelled. That's when someone different speaks up. Sir, didn't we, do that already to get here? Dante turned to see a woman that looked oddly similar to his mother, only blonde. The resemblance wasn't uncanny like the canon Trish, but she had a few features that reminded him of Ava. He did take a close look at her energy and could tell that she was in fact a demon. So he would pretty much he'd be aware. That may be so, but this is my class, and I have the final say. Dante, you're exempt, but I want you to get a set of base for the ball throw, please. Dante got up and took the ball from Aizawa. How much power? Give it about 15%. Dante smirked and tossed the ball rather far. Uraraka still gets infinity because she's Uraraka, and since Trish is here, Mineta isn't. So that'll be an intriguing turn of events. Trish goes to throw the ball. Don't embarrass these kids, please. The name's Dante, and I know what you are. Thanks to Dante's tattoos and the eye that he's wearing, he comes off as a human with either demonic or angelic ancestry, or possibly both, but not a Nephilim. So Trish is none the wiser at the moment. She rolls her eyes and goes short of what Dante threw. There, are you happy now? Dante smiled. I will be once I know your name. Yeah, sorry. My name is...
If you liked that, let's get a United States smash on that like button. If you're not subscribed, consider going full cowling with that subscribe button. And let's go plus ultra with the notifications. Ring that bell, baby. Rest easy, Deadites. And remember, the night is ours.